John McCrae was a Canadian soldier, physician, and poet, best known for writing one of the most famous war poems of all time, In Flanders Fields. His story is both inspiring and tragic, a window into the sacrifices made during the First World War. McCrae was born in Guelph, Ontario in 1872. He served in the Second Boer War and later became a physician and professor of medicine. When World War I broke out in 1914, despite being in his 40s and suffering from asthma, McCrae volunteered to serve with the Canadian Expeditionary Force. In April 1915, during the Second Battle of Ypres in Belgium, McCrae was working as a field surgeon. He treated hundreds of wounded soldiers in terrible conditions. One of his closest friends, Lieutenant Alexis Helmer, was killed by a shell. The day after Helmer's death, McCrae sat near the front lines and, moved by the sight of red poppies growing between the graves of the fallen, he wrote, "In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row." The poem captured the grief and resilience of soldiers on the Western Front and quickly became symbolic of remembrance. John McCrae continued his work throughout the war, but grew physically and emotionally exhausted. He died of pneumonia and meningitis on January 28, 1918, while still serving in France. He was buried with full military honors. Today, the red poppy and McCrae's poem are central to Remembrance Day ceremonies in Canada and other Commonwealth countries. His legacy reminds us not only of the horror of war, but also of the humanity and courage of those who serve. Would you like to hear another story, perhaps from a different war or about a lesser-known soldier?